You are posting content, you are grinding, you are editing, you have a lot of ideas, you are chasing a lot of views, a lot of followers, and all that is good. But your bank account still looks like nothing is going on. Now, this is a concept called the broke creator trap, which a lot of creators have found themselves in. And quite frankly, those creators cannot help themselves in this creator trap because a lot of people are seeing your glamour on social media. You are having millions of followers, or thousands or hundreds of thousands. But in real life, you are not who you are supposed to be. And this forces a lot of creators because of the public view, because people are watching you. You start living inflated lifestyle, you buy a big car, you start, you know, wearing clothes and living the life just because you want to impress people. Now, I'm going to show you how you can overcome this broke creator trap and actually make a real money. Broke creator trap is the concept where a creator does is not living up to his expectations, to the expectations of people, because there are certain expectations of a creator, let's say with a certain amount of followers, with certain reach, at least you should be a kind of rich. But then when you're a creator and then you have thousands of followers, yet your account balance is empty, then it becomes a problem because people are watching you. You have a lot of eyes on you, and then you have to live up to the lifestyle people are expecting of you. So that is a pro creator lifestyle, which you are to completely avoid. A lot of creators approach making content as content creation, but they don't know that content is going so far away from just being content creation. It's now going into business because a lot of people, a lot of businesses are looking for the same views you have, but then they are spending millions of dollars on it. But then you are having those views for free and they are looking at your viewers. But the problem is they know what to do with the views, but you, the creator, don't know what to do with the views. It is getting views, it is getting likes and maybe followers, but you truly don't have that freedom you want. So what causes the broke creator trap? The first thing that causes it is perfectionism. So in a lot of creators do this because in an attempt to prove your worth, in an attempt to, you know, I can't be doing this, I can't be doing that, you are shelling up yourself because you want to be perfect. You want to be the perfect guy out there. You want your video to be the best. You want people to see you and be like, wow, this guy did something nice. So instead of doing what you expected to do, instead of, starting a new kind of content or, modifying, you want to be perfect before you modify it. You want to be perfect before you start. You want to be perfect before you modify your content. You want to be perfect before you try out something. That is keeping you so broke. And today you are going to stop it. The second reason is being obsessed with content only and not building offers. So a lot of creators, when we talk of content, they say, oh, let's be making content. You are interested in the views, you're interested in um money from AdSense or the money Facebook or TikTok or anybody is paying you. So you are so obsessed with creating content and making money from there. And you look away from creating offers because the biggest creators out there are not the creators getting paid by AdSense. They are the creators who have learned and harnessed how to make offers, and they're actually making good and better offers every day, and they are getting paid for the offers they make. The fourth thing that is keeping you broke as a creator is not building any system of monetization. That's not having any plan, any system, not a plan now. It's not having any system to monetize. So that makes you to fall into this shell of only relying on AdSense for payment. And whenever a creator gets into that mood where he starts relying on AdSense for payment and and having no other system set up to pay him, and monetize him, it means that he's going to solely rely on the algorithm. And if you've been a creator, you know how the algorithms work. The algorithms are unreliable, they are untrustworthy, they bunch of machines that can get triggered at any time. The algorithm can block your content. The algorithm can just decide to mess you up at any time. So imagine being that kind of creator and being solely reliant on the algorithm for monetization. It's like just leaving yourself out to the open because anything can happen to you at that point. Anything can come for you while relying only on the algorithm. And then the fourth reason I'm going to tell you that is causing you to fall into the broke creator trap is thinking that virality is equal to money. So this thing often happens that sometimes I see creators, and when I'm having discussions, when someone tells me, "Hey, do you know that guy has 100,000 followers? He has 500,000 followers. He has a million. He has 10 million followers." And the person is like, "They must be getting a lot of money. They must be getting paid. They must be doing all that." First thing I think is it's not about the number of followers. It's not about how viral your post is. It's not about it does not depend on all that. The first thing I look at is your offers. I look at what is this person offering outside the content that he's making? What is he selling? What is he giving to people? What is he making people to pay for? That is what really builds your content. So it's not about, you know, now I'm going to try to further to explain. The second thing I look out for is the quality of your audience because now the quality of your audience, there's this research that I've been making, and it says that audience quality is very, very, very different. Let's say you have um an audience of kids watching you. It's all kids, it's all children, 16 years, 15 years, teenagers watch your content. Let's say you do dance video. Naturally, you are going to get a lot of followers. Let's also say you do entertainment content, you create skits, you just do funny stuff that people love. You are going to get a lot of followers because it's easy to make a lot of people to laugh. If you come into a room and you make a good joke, everyone is going to laugh. At least 80-90% of people are going to laugh. But if you also come into a room and you start talking on finance, let's say it's a room of 100 people, you might be shocked that it's only 5 people that will be interested in the topic of finance. Let's say it's a random group, not really, you know, a finance summit or anything related to all that. You come into a room of random people and you start talking of finance. You move up to, let's say, you move up to the stage and you say, guys, let's talk on finance. And then you hit a very good point. You start making very good points. You are the perfectionist at your craft. You start making very good points. You're going to find out you are going to have less people interested in your content. So it means that for the person that makes a joke, he's having more audience. For you that talks on finance, for you that talks on tech, for you that talks on business, you are going to have less and less people interested because those are boring topics. Those are niche topics. So then you go into the niches. Let's say you in finance, you base solely on investment banking. You are doing investment banking only or a certain kind of finance. You are going to find out that if you start talking of investment banking, a lot of people are not going to be so interested in talking investment banking with you. They are going to wants to talk of other things. They're going to want to just chill, relax, maybe watch, TikTok or something on their phone. And you are not going to get a lot of response if you start getting niche now. So it means that for a lot of us, there are certain topics you should not be expecting virality in. And there are certain themes you expect virality in. You, as a serious creator, of course, there's nothing like a serious creator. It's like there are certain topics that people consider serious. So you, as a serious creator, not entertainer, not comedy, not skits, not jokes, you are going to have less people interested, and you are going to grow over longer period of time. So if a TikTok dancer is growing at the rate of 500 followers a day, you might be growing at the rate of 50 followers a day because there are not much people interested in what you are talking about. Even if there are much people, your topic is more boring. People that follow you for some specific periods of time when they need your help mostly, and other periods they are just dormant followers. So I just hope this encapsulates it and you're able to understand where I'm really getting to. But then the advantages of going into serious content, niche, is to you tend to gather a much quality audience than anybody, because an entertainer coming into a room, everybody will laugh. It means that the audience is not segmented, it's not quality. A madman is going to laugh, the serious banker is going to laugh, everybody is going to laugh. But mostly, the research has also found out that people on social media that consume, you know, that want a lot of entertainment are more geared into less serious people. You attract an audience that's much more broke than, you know, if you are into making, let's say, finance content. Because it means that people that are interested in entertainment, they are people that have less activities to do in a day. And what you associate less activities with, you associate it with being unproductive, you associate it with teenagers, you associate it with people that have time generally. Because let's say bank CEOs, they don't really have much time in a day. So they spend less time on TikTok watching entertainment. And when they come online, they want something more educative, something more, So it means you are a higher tendency of attracting more serious people to you. And more serious people signals the algorithm that, you know, it signals the algorithm that this is a low quality audience. So they pay you less, they have lesser purchasing power, you know. And then if you make an offer, they don't have so much financial capacity to buy. So the offers you are going to make are limited, and you might not have so much money as you think you will have with such high amounts of followers. So I'm going to explain this with a point, with an illustration. Let's say, okay, I'm going to still go with the illustration I'm making. Let's say finance coach and a TikTok dancer. The TikTok dancer has 10 million followers, and out of that 10 million followers, 70% of the audience are teenagers and children, let's say from the ages of 13 to 19, are 70% of the audience. They have lesser purchasing power. Whatever they buy, their parents buy for them. So let's say the TikTok dancer launches an offer, and then the finance coach launch an offer. Let's say the finance coach has 10,000 followers. The TikTok dancer has 10 million. So a finance coach has sorry, let's focus on the TikTok. 70% of the audience are teenagers. You have like 15 to 20, let's say 15% of the audience are broke people, like very broke. Like 20% of the audience are broke. That adds up to 90% of the audience are broke. And then you are going to find out that you have the other 10%. There are people uninterested, 3% are uninterested. The other 5% are, you know, even though they are serious people, they are going to consider you much unserious to sell them anything. So they don't want to buy anything from you. They just see you as an entertainer. You make them laugh, you make them smile, they like your dance, and they don't really take you serious. So they are not going to buy anything from you. They don't consider you able to sell them anything. So that reduces your chances to 2 to 3% of selling because you have an audience. Out of the whole 10 million followers, you are going to find out that you have a few thousand people that are ready to purchase. But a finance coach has, you don't really attract teenagers as a finance coach. And the teenagers you attract are high value teenagers who want to make a change for their lives. Because for a teenager to be attracted to that kind of boring or content, it's going to, it means they are looking for something. And it means they are not anyhow teenagers. So you are not going to be attracting a lot of teenagers. You are going to be attracting CEOs, coaches, you know, you are going to be attracting high level people. And then what do high level people want? They want to ease up their stress. They have money to pay. They have so much money to pay. So even if a TikTok influence, a dancer, a TikTok dancer has launches an offer, let's say of $10, it's they're going to find out that people are going to find it hard to pay. But these CEOs, these big men have hundreds of dollars to spare if you just can find a solution to their problem. They just want someone to tell them how to manage their finances. They just want someone to talk to, and that is all. They don't want so much. They just want somebody that can handle the finances, and they're okay. They pay you $100. They disturb you less. You don't have so much to do. And then when you have people willing to pay up to $100, you just need to sell 10 of your courses and you are making 1,000. You just need to sell 100 of it and you make $10,000. So you find out that the quality of audience, it's so differs. People think, okay, let's say you can say, okay, they do volumes. You can do volumes and attract more people. But another tendency is in viewership attitude towards watching. If they see that you're a dancer, I've said it before, they are not going to want to buy so much from you. They're only there for the entertainment. And whenever you stop doing anything other than the entertainment, they lose interest because they don't know you for this. Most of the audience are broke. Most of them can't afford it. And then you have very little audience that willing to buy. So that is why. So I was just trying to explain that virality does not equal money. So here is an escape plan. I've designed it in 5 stages to help you escape this broke creator uh, dilemma. So the stage one is for you to wake up from the illusion. The stage one is that, of course, nobody is coming to save you, and you should stop waiting to be discovered. Stop doing the things you've always been doing. Go out for more knowledge, try out more stuff, be willing to learn, be willing to invest in courses, be willing to pay people to teach you, because at the end of the day, people don't want to release high knowledge, so secure knowledge for free. I might only find few of those people online, people like me that are willing to release high level knowledge for free. You only find a few of us online, and you not find us online for so long because if you pay for if things are free, you tend to value them less. So that is it. You need to wake up from the illusion that someone is coming to help your content and someone is coming to save you. Even if you pay for it, at the end of the day, you are still going to find out that you will have to do the work yourself. You have to wake up, you have to post, you have to pivot, you have to iterate, you have to test out stuff. Then the stage two is shifting from the creator mindset to a strategic mindset, because it's not just like you are coming to make content. Stop all that. You are not coming to make content. You see a lot of business. If you've seen the current trends in people, you find out that more businesses, you find out you see more CEOs like Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates. You see them jumping on trends. Before, CEOs of companies are these people, they are not even known. They are not on social media. You can't reach them. You can't access them. But now you see CEOs of billion-dollar companies coming out, and you see them online. You see them trying to, get visibility, because business, sorry, content is not about creating. It's not about strategy, because the views you are getting as a creator is the views these businesses are looking for. It is the same views, and they are trying to sell their product. So you should develop your own product and sell. So you shift from building content to building a business, because every video you push out should have a purpose. It should have a purpose. Even if you are not selling right away, it should have a purpose. So you are not just creating because you want more views or more money. You should build with purpose in mind. So the stage three of you is to build an irresistible offer. And when we talk of offer, people think offer is futures. When you say offer, make me an offer, people are going to tell you, okay, this is what you'll be getting. You'll be getting more features. They talk about features, they talk about capabilities, they talk about what it can do. That is not an offer. When we talk of offers, it's something you make to someone in a way they understand how much they need it, and in a way they think, I can't do without it. I know why I defined it this way. I did not talk about solving problems and, bringing solutions, because you can have a problem that you want to solve for someone, but if you don't present it as an offer, that person is never going to realize that it's a problem. Let's say before the smartphone was discovered, people did not know that they had a communication problem. People thought they were fine. But someone discovered the telephone and was able to sell it to people and say, you can communicate and call someone over there. You can call someone from here over there, and they are going to hear you. And then people started realizing, wow, it's a problem, because I could not call before. I could not call someone that was there, but now I can. So it is an offer to make someone to be able to communicate to someone what you will be doing for them, how exactly you'll be solving their problem. So your offers can include freelance service, can include coaching service, it can include affiliate marketing, you can launch a product, you write a book, you launch a course, you start a community, pay-per-view membership, physical product, drop shipping, anything you want. No offer, no money. Period. No offer, no money. Always understand this. No offer, no money. You are broke because you've not told yourself how much you've not come to the realization that you need to make offers. That's why you are broke. That's why you are relying on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok and Instagram payments to have money. You've not realized that you should be the one making offers to your audience, because that audience belongs to you. So I'm going to go over to the stage four quickly of helping you. You need to leverage systems and automation. You need to start using AI if you are not using AI, because AI is its wonder of the world. AI is the eighth wonder of the world. You need to start doing automations. You need to start doing activating systems because lazy people with systems are destroying the hard workers. You can be working so hard, you can, have all the skills, you can have all the discipline. But someone lazy out there, we have a system that keeps generating money for him. You need to embrace systems, you need to embrace technology, you need to learn how to do your work faster so you will not get burnout. A lot of creators suffer from burnout. A lot of creators are going through things because there's something I've noticed that you can be a creator for start creating, you making money, but a time you start getting burnout because it's a lot to create. You have to think up ideas, you have to script, you have to, do a setup, hit the camera, you have to edit, you have to pray for it to go viral, you have to do a lot of things. And at the end of the day, you find out that your emotions is all over the roof. And you can't really do anything. And then you have to stay on top of the trend because the trends are changing every day. Things are happening every day. There are 16-year-old kids waking up, taking over the algorithm. And if you don't know what you are doing, you are getting out of the league. Your content is getting low. Like a lot of things are happening. The algorithms are changing. So being a creator is not easy. And you have a lot of challenges as a creator. There are lots of challenges that creators face that most times it just makes them, you see creators that all of a sudden they don't want to create, they don't want to post. You're asking them, oh, what's happening? They don't want to post anymore. So you need to leverage systems. And the stage five is to master the three money formula. You have one already, which is attention. The second one is your offer, and the third is your system. I'll go again. You have the first one, which is attention. You get attention, which is the views you get. You make your offer, which is whatever you decide to sell, and you make the systems, which keeps generating cash flow for you. So if you are not confident enough, you will not get attention. It requires confidence to hit the record button. It requires confidence to show up on social media. It requires confidence to garner up attention. So if you don't have confidence, you're not getting attention. And then content is attention. If you don't make content, there's no attention. If you don't make any offer, you will have no money. And if you don't make systems, you are not going to scale and you are going to burn out and your money is going to, you are not going to have so much money at the end of the day. So here I'm going to be telling you action plan, what you are going to do right now. So first thing, I'm going to take you on a step by step of what you are going to do right. So the first thing is you pick what offer you are going to create. Are you going to become a freelancer? Are you going to sell info product? Are you going to do affiliate marketing? Are you going to create a physical product to sell? What are you going to do? Secondly, package your knowledge. Your knowledge is also an offer to sell. Package your knowledge, make it into a book, make it into, get a website, you know, get a newsletter, build yourself a funnel, package it, let it look good to people. Third, build a lead magnet. Yeah, something that can be generating leads for you, or learn how to create killer hook. Then funnel your content into your offers. Funnel content into your offers. Then you can use AI to automate 70% of the workflow. And the last thing is track. You're only going to be tracking two metrics: your traffic and your sales. Your traffic and yourselves. Know if you are getting enough traffic and monitor yourselves, because if you are getting enough traffic and it's not converting to sales, then that means something is wrong along the way. So monitor traffic, monitor sales. So here's the final message I'm going to give you. So this internet game is not about who creates the most, because a lot of times you're like, oh, I've not made a video today. I've not created today. I've not done anything today. What am I going to post? What am I going to post? What am I going to post? So it's not about who creates the most. It's about who creates the smartest. It's about who sells the most. It's about who automates the fastest. It's about who thinks clearly. You are not stuck because you are lazy. You are stuck because you were never given a map. You never knew how to do this content thing. But now you have it. If you are still going to be broke creator after this, then it is your choice. It all comes down to you. So this is where I'm giving it. This is where I'm gonna be stopping. If you've not subscribed, I want you to subscribe to this channel, because this is we are going to help you to entrepreneurship in content, in learning how to use AI. We want you to become a better person at the end of the day. Click the subscribe button, like this video, and share with a friend.